Hey, I am Blue and so are you, and this is Fortnite. This is a game that came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago, on Xbox Live anyways. It's been out on alpha for a while, but we get to play with it now in beta. So, the reason I'm making this video is because my good friend Red has decided that, well, I guess he didn't decide it, I'm just busting his chops, but he's not playing this game, and so I've decided to show him exactly what this game's all about, because he has the option to play this game but doesn't, so I will show him what is so fun about this game. The easiest way to do that is Hero XP Silver. Alright, so there's a few things that you need to get, and as you can see the rewards in the bottom left, sorry, I have been drinking. The bottom left says rewards, Survivor XP, Silver Ore. What we want is this one. Hero XP and Pure Drop of Rain. First we're going to see if there's anything else that has that, because that's kind of a not as fun. Oh, hello, what's this? Ooh, okay. It's weird because it's green, but it says recommended power 23. Green typically means you can play it if you want, but these are really high powered. So we'll go with this van one. Nope, not that one. This one. The rewards are Hero XP and Pure Drop of Rain. You need both. Now this game is in fact, it's kind of like a tower defense game, except it's first-person shooter as well. There's also a level up element, which I won't get into in this video, but currently I am at like, no, that can't be right. It says 45 in my power level, but that's not true. I'll tell you this much right now. Let's go and select, edit hero squad. There's a couple kind of heroes you can get. There's the ninja, the outlander, there it goes, and the constructor, which is that guy. And they all have different subcategories, which I'm not going to bother with. But, you know what? I'm starting to think there's another guy that's supposed to be in there somewhere. Oh, right, the assault guy. He's, you're looking at this guy right here. Soldier. They're more for insane output of damage. Not really into that right now. Let's go with Buzz, who is a outlander. Basically, they're there for collecting stuffs. You know, I like collecting stuffs. I love searching through crates and whatnot because that's my jam. Let's go back again, and launch. Now, the load time can be about a minute, 2 minutes maybe. Any longer than that, and your game is crashed. That's basically the gist of it. This one is build the radar grid. You're gonna need quite a bit of resources. Well, not quite a bit, depends. Sometimes you get a radar grid that's like 1 story tall, and that doesn't require more than like 40 or 50, just ballparking it. Yeah, so what you do is you build these radar towers using the crafting menu that you have for, well, not crafting, what is it called? It's like a building menu, I guess. I feel like there's another word for it, but anyways, you build structures based on a schematic that they give you, and when it's done, it gives a radar on the top there. You can see in the loading screen, and what it does is it'll find a certain thing. Depending on what the radar is, it'll find you resources or survivors or crates, which is my favorite, so we're gonna look for that one. You can see on the mini-map on the top right, it shows you the exclamation points, except for the one on the top right, because there's something over it, which I'm guessing is just another exclamation point. Ooh, this is good. So the Outlander has specials just like everybody else, but in order to use those specials, excuse me. Alright, this one's... Oh, look at that. I got people behind me. Ooh, that guy's no fun. So, anyways, the people I'm fighting are just random zombie, or the space zombies more like. These are the specials. They're a little bit harder to kill, but honestly, this level of mission, I'm a little bit like 2 levels above it. So, anyways, here is the radar tower. As you can see, it's all lit up, and you can tell that the see the little highlighted parts. That's exactly what you need to build.
Here we go. You know what to do.
Hit B to open up your crafting menu, building menu. So what you want to do is hit and hold B, and it'll give you the option to change it. So this is your basic schematic for building a wall. It wants the middle one gone, so it's just right trigger on the middle one and boop. There you go. Luckily, this one's made of wood, and we have tons. Well, not tons of wood, but okay, wood's very easy to find. This one in particular, the more you mess with the little schematic thingies, the more you start to understand how this works. Floor, this wall. Again, you're gonna have to edit in order to get the full wall because I just changed it. Now with the floor is the same thing. You hold B, it gives you 4 squares instead of like 6 or something, like 9. So boo. Okay, now the stairs are a little bit trickier because you have no idea what's going on here. But you look at the schematic; it says arrow going up. Hold right trigger. Follow the arrow, it goes up 3 squares. Done. And there you go. It literally just follow the schematic, it'll tell you. But what we want to do is do this one here. And you start to get it as you see me building this thing with a little bit of the twitchiness, because that is how I roll. So I'm just going to build everything here. Ah, damn it, I hate when they do that. You have to aim up when you want to build stuff like above you. Like, it seems like really obvious, but oh yeah, while you're doing this, you get attacked. These guys thinking they're clever Dan. Oh, look at, uh-oh. Ah! God damn it, he broke it. The red ones carry propane tanks. And the propane tanks will explode when you shoot them, which is not, according to Mythbusters anyways, not the way that propane tanks actually explode. Great. So once you build it, apparently it gets stuck that way. And so, for instance, luckily I remember, but for instance, these 2 bits, yeah, they didn't have the schematics anymore for it, so I guess you don't have to rebuild it if you want. Shit. Okay. So, we're just gonna have to go with it here. Yeah, let's... no, that's not what I said. 2, please. There we go. Aha! Yeah, it's, like I said, I've had a few. In fact, here's another one. Glug, glug, glug. Oh yeah. In case you're wondering, my personal favorite drink is vodka. It is ridiculously cheap to get, and it is the sponsored drink of Mother Russia. Mother Russia, you just don't communist unless you Russia communist. So anyways, I'm building this radar. There's a total of 3 in this area. I'm guessing it goes up as you get into more difficulty, but honestly, it's not even that big a deal. The only thing is, like, if they ask... Oh, sorry. If they ask for certain materials that you don't freaking have, like, if they ask for metal... No, I have tons of metal. But they can ask for metal, or they can ask... Okay, first off, you have 3 building materials. You can see that just on the left there. Those, they're not really icons. They're, like, colored in and stuff. You got wood. You got brick. You got metal. Obviously, knowing the 3 little pigs... brick should be best, but it's not, because metal's better. Eat it, little pigs. But, shh. My little joke there. Basically, you got 3 things you can build with: wood, metal, and brick. So, or wood, brick, and metal, I guess, because durability. Now, the thing is that these building materials you have to get from the world. Alright. So, what you have to do is, to get wood, you break down trees. There's plenty of trees around here, right? Fine. To get brick, you have to break down rocks. Fine. See those rocks down there? Breakable. Fine. Problem is, metal. Metal is hard to find in a forest, I guess what you call biome, like the one I'm in right now. There's no wood around here, man. Like, there's... Like, you... Okay, so in the game you have to harvest metal from, like, broken down cars and shit. Shit. I ran out of wood, so I'm gonna have to go down and break some trees. Yeah, so what was I saying? To break down metal stuff, you have to get cars and whatnot and break it down. Boom, boom, break it down. Then you'll get metal. In these forest biomes, you might think, oh, there's no freaking cars around here, and so you cannot get metal. Wrong. Turns out, if you have a biome like this, where it's kind of... There's no cars or anything, unless... I mean... Yeah, see, the map, which I've just brought up here, this is all forest stuff. Oh, I'm getting shot at. Let's go ahead and switch off to... bolt action pistol. Or what is it called? Bolt revolver. Blah, 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 blah. Junkyard Palace, what is it called? It's a pistol. It's a bolt revolver. Fires high-powered bolts that can pierce through multiple enemies. It is my favorite gun because if you get a group of enemies and you can line them up like rough economy style, you can kill so many things. It's really funny because you're just like mowing through crowds of them, and it only holds 6 rounds, which is my favorite thing. Anyways, what was I saying? Something about... Oh, cars. Yeah, so what you can do is you can find a cave, and they have, like, ore deposits. Switched off there. No, don't need it. God damn it. Okay. So, once you have the last piece down, it doesn't have to be built yet. You can just hit activate. Boom. That's 2 for the game. So, they all add up to a grand total of 3. If you don't do 3 within the time limit, you're basically screwed. You have to do it again. Okay? Extraction is like 15 minutes, so it's plenty of time. The only problem is if you don't have the goddamn... Oh, what is this? Survivor? Okay. If you don't have the materials, you're basically screwed. Now, like I said, harvesting materials is pretty easy. Trees give wood, these rocks give brick, which is dumb, because it should give stone, but it just turns them automatically into brick. So you get brick and you get like mineral powder when you break an entire one. Okay, something's like giving me kinds of grief with noise and stuff, so we're gonna kill that real quick. Now, in each game type there's a different way to play the game. For instance, this one, you don't even have to kill everything. You could very well play the game without killing... Oh, this is a special. He's kind of a jerk because he can fly, and he uses that to, like, drift to the side there, like you just saw. And it, you know, with my weapon, it only holds 6 rounds ever. Like, there's never more than 6 rounds. Once you use that up, it takes, like, 1 second to reload. That 1 second can mean a lot when you're facing off the special who doesn't give a crap that your gun does so much damage or that it shoots through people or anything like that. It'll just keep on smiling and come your way.